Get ready as we wrap up week 3. Getting into day 9 of the program, we're going to take our heart rate up a little bit more and take our conditioning a little further. Welcome back to day 9 and welcome back to another workout. You know who it is, it's Frank, and we're going to be pushing the envelope just a little bit further today as we get ready for our 4th and final week. But at the end of week 3, we're going to be pushing our movements a little bit further, increasing our heart rate, building upon all the other workouts like we normally do, okay? So you know what we got? We got a 20-minute workout. It's got 20 different moves, 45 seconds of work, 15-second rest break in between. So with that being said, let's grab our water bottles, let's get hydrated, and let's smash today's workout. All right, let's get 15 seconds on the clock, and we're rolling. Get some water. And our first move, single leg balance, toe touch, knee to chest. Combining a lot of stuff here. So, single leg balance, coming down, reaching, touching the toes, coming up, pulling the knee to the chest. And we're just trying to stay on that one leg, coming down, reaching, and then pulling right back up. Like I said, if you have to, you could break it in two, come down, single leg balance, go as far as you can, tap the foot, pull the knee up as high as it goes. But we're trying to go a little bit further through it, so we're reaching down, touching the ground if we can, coming up, bringing that knee up into the chest. Staying on that one leg. Again, watch that hip from over rotating. Keep that hip down, okay? And then reach for the toe. Stretch the hamstring, stretch the calf for the back of the leg. Pull that knee up. And we are going to go to our other side. So again, on this move, every single time we start our workouts, I'm always trying to have something that helps improve our range of motion or either gets us warmed up, which this is doing. So again, we're going to balance on that one leg, keeping that knee soft, and we're hip hinging. So hip hinge, bend at the waist, reach down, stretch. Remember, don't do that. Keep that hip down, stretch, reach, and then coming back up, pull that knee into the chest. Trying to stay as balanced as possible. Reaching down, if this is all you got, go to there, no big deal. Coming back up, if this is all you got, pull here. Again, try and pull that knee up into the chest. So we're coming down, balancing on one leg, reaching down for the ground. Again, we lose our balance sometimes, that's okay. Just pick ourselves back up and we're right back in it. Coming down, nice balance, reach and stretch. And we're coming back up to the top and pulling. Let's sneak in one more. Reach, boom, back up, knee to chest. Awesome. All right, so we got a side lateral lunge with an opposite hand to foot torso rotation. So with the side lateral lunge, you're going to be stepping out to the side using this wide position. So stepping out, dropping, and then rotating. And we're just going to stay on that one side. Every single repetition, let's see if we can increase that range of motion. If this is all we got, go to here, reach here, go there, okay? We're here, boom, drop, and reach. If you can go a little further, please go for it. Drop it down. Again, maybe reach to the calf. Open the hand. Is that all you got? That's fine. Maybe throw a little elbow. Coming back up to the top. Dropping out, but I like to go down low. Reaching, stretching, and coming back up. Dropping. Again, pushing that knee out, pushing the hips and the butt back, opening the palm up to the ceiling, stepping together. And then we're going to repeat that movement onto the opposite side. So again, anytime I'm doing this side lateral lunge, make sure the thigh is tracking in line with that foot. You don't ever want the knee to be in or too far out. Generally it isn't. Thigh in line with the toe. So we're here. Boom, I'm dropping, I'm stepping, right? Here, thighs in line with the toe. Hand, opposite hand to foot, right? Or here, trying to reach, coming up to the top, back together. If we can go down a little bit lower, let's go for it. We're stepping out, dropping, reaching, and twisting, rotating up. As you can see, this side's a little bit looser for me. And generally the side with a little less muscle in there, generally it's a little bit more flexible. So as we get stronger and we build more muscle, our muscles get tighter, so it's very important to stay loose. But as you can see through our whole workout together here, That's my main goal. It's getting you loose and mobile. Nice rotation, and we're pushing together. So, all right, we got a single leg Romanian deadlift, 2 reverse fly, 2 reverse lunge to reverse fly. So compound movement here. We're going to be tying 2 moves together, and then we're going to repeat on the opposite side. So single leg Romanian deadlift for bird dog. We're here. All right, we're balancing on one leg. Reverse fly, coming up together. Drop reverse lunge. Reverse fly, pinch the shoulder blades. Coming down, single leg Romanian deadlift, hip hinging, balancing. Reverse fly, squeeze the shoulder blades. Coming up, dropping back. Squeeze the shoulder blades. All right, so one, we're doing a hip hinge, bent over position, bent over reverse fly. Coming back up, we drop into reverse lunge, and then we squeeze the back again. So I'm trying to get that mind-muscle connection to the back of your shoulder blades. We're working our balance, back is flat, fly, and let's drop back without falling too bad. Boom, all right, finish the move. So same thing on the other side, okay? The single leg RDL or Romanian deadlift, we don't want to round the back like we did at the beginning. We're just trying to get that stretch through the back of the leg, okay? Feel the back of the hamstring, feel the glute working. So we're coming down, hip hinging, reverse fly, coming up, dropping back, hands out in front. Again, pinch those shoulder blades back together, drive those elbows back and squeeze, stepping up. Hip hinge, reaching down, stretch the back of the legs, keep the back flat here. Pinch the shoulder blades. Coming up, dropping back, hands in front, pinch the shoulder blades again. So we got 2 movements, pinching the shoulder blades, single leg RDL, squeeze the back. Coming up, drop, squeeze it again. All right, let's get another rotation coming down. Reverse fly. And let's drop it back real quick. Boom, squeezing a bit back. All right, squat to overhead circle reach. So this one's like the overhead arm reach going straight. We're just gonna circle it up. So let's go ahead, squat position. Squat, circle, and back down. It's like a wax on, wax off, right? Squat, sit, boom. And we're making a circle with the arms. If you'd like, you can even kind of give it a cross, up and above and down. Nice squat, sitting into the movement, rotating the arms up and down. As you can see from the side, I'm trying to stick that butt out, back flat, circle the arms up over the head and coming down. If you'd like, you can even grab the hands at the top. Right there, boom, give it a little reach. Back down again, knees out, abs tight, hand, little tug if you'd like, and pull the arms up over the body. All right, so next we got a hand walk inchworm. So with the hand walk inchworm, we're just walking it out because we're gonna do a feet next. Well, actually, before we do that, let's do a squat hold overhead circle reach. So we're gonna hold the squat. We're gonna hold the squat. Let's circle up. I'm getting ahead of myself. And then we're gonna come back down. Right here, let's circle it up, boom. And then bringing it back. So we're holding this squat position, raising the arms up. Basically, we're taking this movement a little bit further. And we're getting a nice circle. I'll show you from the side. I'm just trying to hold this squat. I'm doing the exact same circle as I did before. Raising it up. Trying to hold that low squat. If you can't go as low, you could stay here. But again, you're trying to hold that movement. We got an isometric contraction here in our glutes and our legs. Sit down lower if you can. Again, just only go as low as you can. Raising the arms up. Boom. All right, now let's get into that hand walk inchworm. So again, I'm not perfect, nor do I claim to be, but we'll get through this workout one way or another. So inchworm, we're gonna stand up tall, and then we're gonna walk it back up. And walk it out, walk it up. So we're down, walking it out into plank position, and let's walk it back. So we've done these before. I know I did them with you last time, so we're just gonna go through them a little bit faster. Last time we were going pretty slow. So as you get better at these moves, you can go a little bit quicker. But since this isn't our first go around with it, we can go a little quicker because again, we practiced it right the first time. And we're just trying to move through it. So we're working our arms, we're getting our core worked, stretching the hamstrings, stretching the legs and the calves, feeling the glutes work. We're walking it back and forth. Let's try one more time. Stretch, walk it out, plank position, and let's walk it back up to the top. All right, so now we got the feet walk inchworm, all right? That one's preparing us for this one. So we're gonna stand towards the front, and then we're gonna try and come down. All right, this is a start. Here, feet. Try and walk it out. This one's a little bit harder, actually, believe it or not. And then we're gonna walk it back up. Now, if you have limited or a different mobility, we can kind of come up onto our toes and kind of cheat it a little bit. So feel free if you have to. If you can't touch the ground, you can bend the knees, round the back, and then you're gonna try and walk the feet back. All right, that's the easy version there. And then just make sure that you drop the hips and the butt and get in that plank position. And then start coming back up. Let's walk it with the feet. That makes it a little bit harder. And then we come up to the top. So we're back down, hands down, walk the feet back, plank position again, feet walk. Keep those legs as straight as you can and bring them back up to the top. All right, so we got a double crunch, feet to floor. So now we're coming down, and then we're gonna bring our elbows in towards our knees. So we're here, double crunch, exhale, inhale, breathe in. All roads lead here. So now we're a little bit more advanced. We're bringing our knees into the chest, getting that double crunch. Again, if you have to and you're not there yet, totally cool, right here. Boom, 90 degree. Remember we did these in the very beginning. We have a 90 degree double crunch. But like I said, let's try and see if we can kick our legs out. And then also try and hover them in the air if you can. If you can't, bring the legs down every rep. Exhale, inhale, breathe in. Exhale and squeeze. Nice contractions, working the core, working those abs. Boom, getting them ready. All right, so we got a side plank hip lift with knee to elbow. This one's gonna be a little bit flare from what we did last week. So we're just adding on to it, all right? So side plank hip lift, knee to elbow, feet are staggered. Here we go. So we're down and then we're up. Boom, crunch. Drop the hips, raise the hips and crunch. Exhale. Again, if you have to, bend that back knee. We could do a knee plank, right? We did these before. Boom, again, but again, we're trying to drop the hips and then raise them up. So let's see if we can keep the hips up into the air. Hip lift, boom. Side plank hip lift, knee to elbow. Nice squeezes, dropping the hip down, because as we get into week 4, we're not gonna drop those hips, right? A little preview. All right, take a break. Whew. You sweating? I am. All right, same deal. Side plank. We've done a lot of these, huh? Stagger the feet. If you need a knee down, go for it, but let's see if we can keep them up. All right, so we got the arm raised. We're getting ready. Hip up, boom, knee. Dropping the hip. So we got a side plank hip lift, knee to elbow. Again, every single rep, trying to thrust the hips up, bring the knees to the elbow. Every time I come up, exhale. Inhale and breathe in. We're working the abs, flexing the stomach. We want to take the air out of the lungs. I'll say it all the time, and get a deeper squeeze. Get a deep contraction into our core. Working through it. This is a tough one. Dropping it down, up, reaching. Nice squeezes. Exhale and squeeze and down. Whew. All right, so next we got a single leg glute bridge with a pulse, all right? So we're working the glutes, and then we're gonna get the opposite side. So like the traditional glute bridge we've done, we're just adding a pulse. This is a new flare or a new move to it. So right here, boom, hip lift, pulse, back down. Glute bridge with a pulse. Like I said, if you have to, you can keep that knee here. We're squeezing the glute, getting a little extra pulse and a little squeeze. We're clenching our butt cheeks, getting a nice contraction. If you want, kick that leg out and get the pulse. All the way down, up, squeeze, pulse at the top, down and up. If you're getting tired, keep that knee up a little bit. Boom. Add a pulse at the top. Shoulder blades are down. Try and get good hip extension. Keeping the head down. Nice pulses. Nice squeeze at the top. Take a small little break. And then we're gonna get to the other side. Whew. So we're working the glutes. That extra pulse is gonna get that extra contraction. Every single time we work out, we're trying to see how well we can get that contraction into that certain muscle we're working. We're trying to get it to fire up a little bit more than last time. So as we're finishing through this program, you can see that I've been building, or we've been building on all of these exercises. So again, play around with the feet. If you want, keeping it out, then increase that tension a little bit. Nice pulse if you have to bring that knee back. Again, we're thrusting hips all the way up and get a little extra pulse right at the top. Nice squeeze. Sometimes you'll feel the hamstrings working a little bit more. That's okay. Again, just try and be mindful of squeezing the glute. Whew. All right. So we're gonna get in our next few moves. We got a reverse crunch, feet to floor. So everything's been building to here. I know sometimes in the workout I said you can do the 90-degree version, and I'll show you that. But what we want to do, reverse crunch, feet to floor. So feet to the floor, boom, knee to chest, and back down. Again, you can keep the head down and just lift the hips if you'd like. Sometimes you can place the hands behind the head. Nice lifts. And again, I'm lifting the hips up a little bit. Right here, my feet are touching the floor. You can just bring the knees there, but if you'd like, little extra hip lift. But for the purpose of today, we're just bringing the feet to the floor and a traditional reverse crunch. Pulling the knees into our chest. Inhale on the way down. Exhale on the way up. Because you know on week 4, we're gonna add a hip lift and we're gonna add a little negative and make it hard. All right, but all that in due time. So we got a narrow Superman to a Superman Y out. Back on the Supermans again. Your lower back should be getting so much stronger now because we've been working these a little bit. So we're gonna go one narrow, one out wide. Flat down onto the stomach. And reaching. Up. Up and out. Up narrow. Up and out. Just going back and forth. Extending. You can see my neck and my head is in a fairly neutral position. I'm just kind of looking down at the mat. I'm not trying to raise my neck up like that and get too uncomfortable. So nice pulses. Popping up. Raising the arms up. Like I said, we don't need any weights for right now. And we can still work hard. Because again, if you focus on squeezing the mind or squeezing the muscles right, you'll work really hard. All right, getting through it. We got a prone lying opposite hand to foot quad hip pull or hip extension. So we're lying down onto the ground. Opposite hand to foot. This is an easier way right here. See if you can extend at the hip, okay? And we're just gonna try and keep that hand on the foot and we're gonna pull and extend. So we're trying to loosen up the hip, loosen up the quad. Nice pull. One arm's forward. You can keep that hand back a little bit if you need to. But again, this is a great way to pull. If you can't, you can just simply try and go here and just lift. But if you can, see if you can raise it, even if it's just a little bit. But we're trying to get that maximum extension here, all right? Raising it up. Or at least if you can't even grab the foot, just try and lift it up. Curl it, lift it up. But see if you can grab, pull, and extend. Because we want to increase that range of motion, get that flexibility in our quads, okay? So, same thing, other side, hand down, reaching at opposite hand to foot, okay? Increasing our mobility, increasing our range of motion, getting good hip extension, grab the foot, pull and extend. And we can just, if we can keep the hand on there, and we're just gonna keep extending and pulling, because sometimes that opposite hand to foot's just a little easier to reach, but again, you might have to even kick it a little bit more if you have to, if you can't reach it, and grab it up. Or maybe you grab the heel of the foot and pull on your heel, whatever you got. But again, I want to make sure that even if you can't reach it, just lifting that hip, because again, these movements will get better as you practice them over time. So let's see if we can get that full extension, pulsing, raising it up. It's not your traditional move, but it is very good as a dynamic movement to open up your hips and quads. And finishing up, we've got our feet to floor, alternating knee to elbow crunches, okay? So we're lying down on the ground. It's kind of like a bicycle almost. So boom, up and down. Twisting, we're rotating to each side, bringing the knee in. Feet are coming down to the floor. Again, if it's too hard still, no biggie, right here. We're still good, you're okay. Bring those knees to the elbows right here, okay? But since we're feet to floor, let's bring it all the way out. And a knee to elbows, twisting. As you can see, I'm not pulling on my neck, I'm not ripping on there. I'm just bringing the opposite knee to the opposite elbow, going side to side. Exhale at the top, inhale on the way down, and keep it moving. Again, small turns, fingertips lightly behind the head, twisting side to side. Woo! We made it. Congratulations, you finished up week 3. I'm so freaking proud of you, for real. Like, this isn't your everyday workout, and the fact that you're here doing this with me, I'm excited to have you here, honestly. I'd love for you to reach out to me if you want to learn a little bit more. It's my pleasure to actually guide you through this, and I'm really excited because next week's going to start week 4 of the program, and it's going to get a little bit harder. So I'm doing the best of my ability to really try and break some of these down and also still push you further along, because this isn't easy. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it. But the fact that you're committed to reaching your goals and pushing yourself further, I am so proud of you. So again, thanks for being here, and I can't wait to see you in week 4 of the next workout.